So how does one actually infect a target? Well, we're going to go through a couple of steps to understand how this is done. The first step that we're going to do to create our little monsters is we're going to need some type of a toolkit to create them for us. Now, obviously, we've talked about other products throughout this whole series, and we've already shown you something called Kali, and Kali has a whole lot already built into it. There's actually a Trojan horse construction kit out there, but you could also just use some basic technologies that are built into the OS. For example, I could go through and just quickly create a script or a batch program that would do some damage. In this case here, go through and delete a lot of important system files and then use it along with my legitimate program. However you want to do it, that's fine. The concept at this step, though, is that you're creating the damage that you want to cause. Step 2, you're going to drop it one time for me, brother. Okay, don't give up the day job, right? No, we're going to actually create what we refer to as a dropper. So what we mean by creating a dropper is that we basically take our monster that we've created and we tell it how to install itself utilizing the desired or the legitimate program. And of course, once we've done that, we end up ready to take our monster and turn it into a cute little teddy bear. Go ahead, double click on him. He won't hurt you. And how we combine the two together is doing something called wrapping. Oh yeah, you know it's coming. Oh, you thought I was going to break out the mic and go all DJ on you. Well, it could be a candy wrapper. See, that joke works, right? Okay, I'll give it to you. Dale's in the house. Now, what wrapping is it basically is software that we use to combine the two programs together. Now, there's a couple of programs out there that you can utilize. There's Petiti, there's Graffiti, Elite Wrap, and I'm sure some of you guys might have your favorites. But the concept behind the wrapper is to try to tell a story through lyrical rhyme. No, its concept is, again, is be able to take those files and combine them. But we can also combine multiple monsters together so that when somebody installs, I don't know, the latest antivirus that they've gotten off a BitTorrent or the latest version of an Office suite that they downloaded from a pirated site, they're going to get multiple Trojans installed. Now, by actually going through and using some of these wrappers, they can do a compression of the binary. And this makes it possible for the Trojan to get in without being detected by most antivirus software. And this is because most antivirus software out there is not able to detect the signatures of a file.
Yeah, but Dale, you're saying that somebody has to actually execute it. I'll just tell my people not to execute programs.
Yeah, okay, that's going to work out, huh? And the biggest reason why this doesn't work out is because many times the infection takes place via a social engineered attack. Let's say I sent you a file, and that file may contain adult materials. Or it could include a cool program like a new screensaver. Yeah, don't send me a screensaver with Batman images because I actually might install it. More than likely, though, we see a lot of these Trojans being infected via email attachments because of actual files being attached or links to files. I always tell people that when you get an email, we never click on the links because the link may look like you're going to some type of cloud storage company like Dropbox or OneDrive, but the code behind that link could actually be taking you to a different location. And many times we're being socially engineered, especially our end users. They get socially engineered all the time because of pop-ups. And usually it's done in such a way that it's designed to scare the end user or, again, to affect the greed factor. And what's kind of interesting, if you've ever seen these pop-ups, be careful because whether you hit yes or no or click anywhere on the pop-up window, you could actually inject the Trojan. In fact, the really tricky ones, the pop-up ads will look like a window, which will show a close, minimize, and maximize button in the standard upper right-hand corner, or you Apple folks would be what, in the left corner. But I can make a web page look like that interface, but those aren't real buttons. And if you click on it, okay, I'll close the window down, but I'm going to go ahead and inject. Now, some of the more popular ones, at least in the past, some of you may have seen this one before, especially on a relative's machine, the famous antivirus 2010. A user would go to a website, a malicious website, or they would just get a piece of malware that would activate this interface. They actually created this application so it looked like some type of system application. And it looks like it's trying to protect us, right? Oh no, I've been infected, so I better scan now or update my protection now. And many times these, in this particular product's case, it would actually give you false positives back pretending like it was actually helping you out, when in reality, they were just installing more Trojans and getting more information off your system. The big one in 2015 was a product called Crypto Blocker, which whoever came up with that one, those guys need to be shot because it would go through and encrypt your drives and your data, including any mapped drive. And we refer to this as extortionware because you had to pay them money to get the decryption key. And of course, the odds were they actually would drain your account. Or we might actually use, remember the fear technique? Well, oh, my computer's been locked. There's something wrong with my OS. I don't want to get in trouble. If I want to unlock it, I better pay $200 and I have 72 hours to take care of this or else I'm going to be in trouble. And look at the fear factor they're using here. It says my IP address was used to visit websites containing pornography, child pornography, zoophilia, and child abuse. And my computer has those files on it. And apparently I've been sending out spam messages to terrorists. So again, this was a very famous one for scaring people into paying for something when they actually weren't guilty of anything. And just recently, emails were going out saying, hey, you can upgrade for free. Just click here. Again, this email looks like it's from Microsoft. It's got their logo on it. Down at the bottom, I actually see their address. I'm supposed to follow the attached installer and get started. Yeah, get started giving up your data.